Hey guys, it's Ep14 here and welcome back to episode 14 of my Leeds United career mode. Now in today's episode we're going to be finishing off the season, season 1, and seeing where we end up in today's episode. Basically we've got 3 games to go, 9 points is what we can get, we're in 7th position right now, and the reason why it might seem like we fast forwarded a little bit is because I did originally try to record episode 14, and we played 3 games, and it just wasn't an interesting episode. I didn't want to put out an episode that was just not interesting, not entertaining in any sort of way, so I just decided to basically not put that episode out, and this will be episode 14 instead. So I'll go through the clips now. Basically, we lost the first game to Preston. If I remember correctly, we actually played quite well in that game, ended up losing the match. Then we played a game against Sheffield Wednesday, that was 0-0, and then a game against Wigan, that was 1-1. So it wasn't a particularly great set of games. We didn't win any matches, which was very disappointing in those 3 games. So we are going to go on to the next 3 matches, Brentford, Aston Villa, and then Ipswich to finish things off. So it has dropped us outside of the top 6, which is frustrating. We're now 2 points away from the playoffs. But in today's episode, some big games to play. Like I say, we'll be finishing off the season. Before we get into today's episode, I'd really appreciate you dropping a like on this video and subscribing if you haven't already as well. And let's crack on with things. Let's take a look at this team we're going to put out for the opening fixture. Peacock Farrell starts in goal. We've got Coyle, Dawson, Pascal and Pearce at the back. We've got DeBock, Click and Brown in midfield with Hernandez, Roof and Lookman as our front 3. Coyle came in a couple of games ago, so he has already played from the start as well. DeBock's also come in for Berardi as a holding midfielder. So we'll go with that, and we'll see how we get on here. If we can get 3 points here, then hopefully Norwich will drop points, because I think they're playing either first or second in the league. So we'll wait and see. Let's just focus on winning first. Okay, there we go for this game against Brentford, away for this match. Let's see how we get on with a changed team. Hopefully we're going to be strong enough to win the game, but it was kind of forced changes really, because we played 3 or 4 days ago, so it did leave us with a bit of a depleted squad. But let's see whether we've got enough in us to win the match. We need to win it. If we don't win the game, then it's going to be very, very unlikely we'll get into the top 6. DeBock into Roof, looking for Brown, a little bit overhit, made it too easy for the goalkeeper to come collect it. No, good save, Peacock Farrell. Should have done better to clear that away. We need to get it away a bit quicker than we have done. Ball goes into the middle. We've not marked them properly, it's 1-0. Terrible marking there. We seem to just run away from the players as the ball came to the box there. Very, very frustrating. 15 minutes left of the first half. They've not had that many chances, Brentford. We've had, again, like I always keep saying, we have the ball around the box, pass it around and keep hold of possession, but we don't really have that many clear-cut chances. And like I say, it's just poor defending, isn't it, really? Not good enough. And losing the game 1-0. Click, waiting for Roof. Good chance for Roof! And he scored an equalising goal on the stroke of half-time. We needed that. Finally, we've got a chance, and we've taken it when it's arrived as well. 1-1, and the game is back on for us now in the second half. We're starting to get a bit worried. You always need to go really in the first half. It's always going to be difficult for us to get 2 in one half. So, yeah, good that we get 1 back. And it's a good start, a good starting point anyway for us to try and go and win this game. Okay, so yeah, half-time, 1-1. It's a better scoreline. It's healthier for us now. We've got to try and go forward a bit better, though. Create some more chances, get the ball moving slightly quicker. The main one, though, is keeping hold of possession. We've not dominated possession in our usual style, so we've got to try and find a way of doing that. Now out to Pablo. Pablo looking into the middle. Good chance for Brown. Brown should score that. Brown should score it. Simple as that. They had a chance that they scored from in the first half that was very similar to that. In fact, ours is probably easier there. It's much closer to goal. Gets the jump on the defender, doesn't score it. That's not good enough. Brown coming forward and gets the second goal. 2-1. Not that many chances for either team so far in the second half, so it's important that we do get ourselves a goal there, because we haven't created that much really. It's a good bit of play though. Tom Pearce, I think it is, just laying off here for Brown, finds some space, great strike and scores. 2-1, we're in front for the first time, and we've got to stay that way. We need to try and get another if we can. No way. Oh, what a block from Louis Coyle. For some reason we decided to pass it into the box rather than clear it up the pitch, which isn't very helpful to us. But on the attack now into Click. Click has to find Pablo. He finds Roof instead. That's not helpful. We need Roof in the middle. Looking back to Roof. Chance here. Kemal Roof. Oh, easy save. Nothing on the shot. Why was it on his left foot as well? Roof into DeBock. Chance of DeBock. Looking back to Roof. Overpassed it. Didn't feel confident having a shot with the box, so I tried to give it to the striker. It didn't work. Yeah, we're going to go ultra defensive now. Just a few minutes left. Okay, first 2 changes, Roberts and Harrison to come on. We're going to take off Lookman and Brown. Change formation as well, 5 at the back. Tom Pearce is going to drop into a centre-back. And then we're going to put DeBock as our left-back for this for the rest of the game now. So yeah, we'll go with that. See how we get on. 6 minutes left. I don't really want to risk anything. We're playing to get into the playoffs here. So for me, it's quite important that we do get ourselves a win. Well, the pass led on time here, but there's 4 players running into the box. The changes still haven't been made either. Off the post. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous, isn't it? It's not gone in. We've won the game, but it was nearly in the script for us to lose that one, or draw it, in fact. We do get ourselves 3 points, just about. Like I said, the changes weren't even made, I don't think, so I didn't have time for them. But yeah, there we go. Finishes 2-1, we get ourselves a win. Some good news for us as well with the other games, because Ipswich lost, and so did Norwich by the looks of it. That was the game I suspected that they'd lose as well, because it was against, I think, Stoke or West Brom, first or second. So Norwich, how did they get on? Yeah, they lost 2-1 at Norwich, and to add to that, Ipswich also lost to Swansea, I think 1-0. So in a good position, into the playoffs once again with 2 games to go. We've still got a game against Ipswich as well, so we could get ourselves even further into the playoffs, which would be nice. I don't even know how Derby did. They drew, so we've got points on them. Let's not get too carried away. There's still 2 games to go. Anything can happen. There's a lot of space up for grabs there in the playoffs, so we'll see how he gets on. Zikovic go up to 74 overall, that's good. And hoping to try and get him going up towards 75 as soon as possible. Okay, so this game against Aston Villa now, so a big match for us against the team I think are in 3rd, on quite a few more points than us as well. Probably the team you'd expect, usual sort of back line, Berardi, Sainz and Phillips in midfield, and Diaz, Zikovic and Alioski as our front 3 as well. This is the bench, Pascal, Pearce, Iguchi, Baker, Harrison, Hernandez and Roof. Let's get on with things, let's try and beat Villa. It's going to be a tough game, this one. We'll have to wait and see whether we can beat them. Yeah, not expecting this one to be a comfortable one at all, but got to make sure we're defensively solid if we can. Okay then, here we go, with our strongest team out, I'd say. Let's see how we get on against, well, the 3rd best team in the league, according to the league table, so it's going to be a very difficult match, this one. Let's just hope we can play our style of football and come away with another win. Berardi into Zikovic. Can we find Saiz with the flick? What a pass. Oh, useless shot. Right into the goalkeeper's arms. Really, really good bit of play though to kick off this game. No. 1-0. Aston Villa have 1 shot and score it there 10 minutes in. Don't know where that's come from. It's a Steven Gerrard strike now, which is ridiculous. But there you go. Losing the game 1-0. Similar to the last match. Literally just 1 shot. Quick bit of passing. We couldn't win it back. It's a good finish. And yeah, behind her. Alioski over to Douglas. Douglas into Saiz. Saiz, no. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my. About time it went in. Jesus Christ. Should have scored that first time, but it's 1-1. Saiz gets a little bit lucky. Should have scored it much sooner, but ball fell to him really nicely. And as you can see, just eventually got round these defenders, won it back a couple of times, and smacked it at the keeper and into the back of the net. 1-1. Half time 1-1. Yeah, it's been a mixed first half. I don't really know how to describe it. There's been chances to both teams. No one's really dominated the game, but there's certainly opportunities which suggest that the game could go either way at this point. Need to just try and get a second goal. Not feeling too confident in the way we've attacked, or defended, or used the ball. So yeah, need to really try and improve if we can. It's a tough game. Villa are doing quite well at times. Calvin Phillips to shoot. Oh, it's a really good strike as well. Good save by the keeper. Alioski tries to find Calvin Phillips again for another shot. This time it's blocked. Zikovic has to score. Oh my god. What is wrong with our attack? They're all useless. How can you put it wide? There's no one in goal. Oh my god, no wonder we don't score any goals. Empty net and we still miss. I mean, that was obviously, my intention was to head it on target, but at no point was I ever directing that away from goal. It's just a useless header. What a pass from Dawson, that is. Brilliant pass into Saiz. It wasn't meant to find him. Saiz still going on his left foot. 2-1, there we go. How we cannot score an open goal and yet we can score that sort of strike is unbelievable to me. But Samu Saiz scores on his left foot. It's a really good pass straight from Dawson. Like I say, it wasn't even supposed to find it. It was supposed to be to Luke Ayling, who ran forward. But he found him anyway, and then he runs forward and gets a really good strike on goal. Surprisingly not blocked, and Zikovic jumps out of the way. 2-1. Saiz on for a hat-trick now as well. Luke Ayling seems to be further forward than Diaz is. It's not even on attacking, is Luke Ayling. It's really open now. Villa dropping in quite a lot. It's just an interesting tactic from them. Look where our full-backs are. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's a good style of play. It's quite a nice risky style of play, which is quite nice in a way. Luke Ayling running forward now, going for a cross into the middle. Saiz is there, but headed clear. And we've got to get there. Somebody, thank you. First 2 changes, Harrison and Roof to come on. We're going to take off Samu Saiz and Diaz, give those guys a rest with 15 minutes left. Hopefully going to cling on to a 2-1 victory here. I mean, we deserve more, really. Had all the possession in the second half. Villa have dropped in really deep to try and win it back, but hasn't worked so far. Let's just see whether we can get ourselves another. McCormack coming on. Okay, it's written in the script that he's going to score against his former club. There we go, finishes 2-1. Another 3 points for us, we'll take it. 2 wins from 2. in today's episode. Need a third one, and that will guarantee promotion. We'll have to wait and see, though. We might already be in a good position, or a much better position, depending on other results. Norwich, we're in Norwich. Ipswich win, which isn't good. Norwich lose, which is good. That should mean we might well be in the playoffs now. We are. It's confirmed. We're in the playoffs. We've done it. And as to whether we finish 6th, 5th or 4th will be determined by the next game if we're able to beat Ipswich. So we're into the playoffs. It's been a hell of a season, but it's obviously not done yet. We need to try and get promoted. The playoffs is only one part of it. Okay, Brown up to 77 overall as well. Yeah, just really happy we're into the playoffs at least. Maybe the board won't sack us before the end of the season. Okay, some bad news. Luke Ayling's out for 3 weeks with a hyperextended knee. Great. Just in time for the playoffs. Okay, into the game against Ipswich now. This is the team going to go with just a couple of changes. Coyle comes in for Ayling, and Pascal coming in for Dawson, who's dropped to the bench as well. Just want to try out the partnership before we go into the playoffs. I think it's important to know what our best centre-back partnership is, and Dawson at times, his passing, his short passing, hasn't looked very good. So we'll go with that. Same in midfield and attack. Let's see what we get on. Try and beat Ipswich, try and finish 5th if we can. Don't know what much of a difference it really makes to the playoffs, us finishing 5th or 6th. But I do know for sure as well we've got to be careful we don't get injuries or players too tired for the playoffs. I don't know when they are. I've never played in them before, so they might be in a week's time, might be in a few days. Don't really know. Okay, here we go. This game against Ipswich, we already know we're in the playoffs, so it doesn't mean that much in that sense, but you still want to beat them, you still want to try and finish as high as possible, and 5th would still be an okay position to finish in, even though he wanted to finish in the top 2. No, it's not a good start. Wow, luckily it's a useless shot. Good pass, Saiz, now into Alioski. Alioski to shoot, and we score 1-0. First shot of the game, and we've taken it. Put ourselves in front here, really good bit of play actually. Ipswich do look lively, but they've got an isolated striker up front and they sort of lost possession when the ball went to him, so we counter-attacked. Good run from Alioski inside and a great finish, 1-0. Zikovic into Saiz. Chance for Saiz to make it 2, and he does. Same corner, very, very similar to the Alioski goal actually, except his run was from a central position. Doubled our lead and we're in front by 2-0. This is the sort of football I wanted to play. Good hold-up play there from Zikovic. And a fantastic finish on his left foot once again. Alioski has got a bit of an injury here, but we're going to keep him on the pitch for now at least. We'll see whether we can run it off. Let's hope there's nothing too bad. Into Alioski once again. It's a tight angle for him to shoot, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Oh, a great pass that is there. I think from Berardi. Diaz still going forward. Falls to Saiz on his left foot again. It's saved by the goalkeeper. Could have probably taken another touch. Felton really nicely though to hit, unfortunately couldn't score the goal before half time. And that's it for the first half, 2-0, really happy with the scoreline, we finally double our lead before conceding. We need to try and get a third one though in this second half if we can, and then that'll be us probably done. And that should be game over at that point. Alioski's going to come off, we'll bring on Harrison at half time as well, we'll see how he gets on with that. Hopefully the injury's not too bad for Alioski. He's one of our better players, he does contribute a lot of goals, so I'm really hoping it's nothing worse than a couple of days maybe. Harrison trying to cross it into the middle. It's a good delivery for Zikovic, but it's saved pretty comfortably by the goalkeeper. Oh, good pass into Harrison. Harrison now needs somebody in the middle. He's got Zikovic there, but it goes over him and cleared away. Phillips to drive one from range, just over the bar. Okay, final 2 changes here. Dawson and Brown to come on. We are going to take off Saiz and Coyle. Going to rest Coyle. Dawson will go play it right back, give him a go there, see how he gets on, and see how we get on for the final 22 minutes. Hopefully get a third goal still, but time's running out, and we might just be best trying to keep a clean sheet. Chance, and saved really well actually by Peacock Farrell. I nearly lost the clean sheet there as I was on about trying to keep it. Ipswich starting to build up some possession for once in this game, but we've intercepted it really well there with Berardi. Unfortunately, we can't get running again. Go on, yes, Zikovic wins it back in a good position. Might just play it over to our left mid if we can. It's a chance for him. Oh, we balled this up, haven't we? Oh, Harrison, you had to score that. Still a chance to cross. Headed clear. Had to be 3-0. Diaz into Zikovic. Again, beaten to it by a very tall centre-back, actually. Oh, Zikovic there. Wins it back off him again. And it's a chance for us to run through. Can we finally get a third goal? Zikovic into Brown. There we go. It was on target as well. Well played, Brown. About time. 3-0. Could have been 4-0, but there we go. I managed to get the goal nevertheless, and the game is put to bed in the 90th minute. We're going to finish 5th this season, which, considering how annoyed I've got the whole season, how inconsistent we've been the whole season, how bad in general the players been at times this season, how many chances we've missed this season, to finish 5th, it's not that bad. I wanted to finish in the top 2, get automatic promotion, but to finish 5th is not terrible. I think we've lost something like 15 games, maybe. It might even be more than 15 games. I'll have a look anyway after this, but yeah, I mean, in the end, to finish in 5th doesn't seem too bad. As long as we can get promoted off the back of that. There we go, finishes 3-0, kept a clean sheet. Pleased with that, that's much better from us. Managed to string 3 wins together in today's episode. Wow, almost unheard of there. But 8 shots, 7 on target. That's good. Now we've got to go win another 2 matches in the playoffs to get promoted. So, that's going to be difficult. That's going to have to be 5 matches in a row we'll win. Okay, promotion playoff semi-final. This is the first time I've ever done the playoffs on Career Mode before. I've never been in the playoffs before. So, we'll wait and see. Hopefully I'll be smiling after we've finished with it. So yeah, this is what happened this season. We are finishing 5th in the league. 22 wins, 9 draws, 15 losses. We did end up finishing actually with a positive goal difference, which shouldn't be that surprising, but it is. And yeah, 75 points. Again, a points tally that doesn't look that bad, considering where we sort of came from just a few episodes ago when we were sort of in 7th, 8th, 9th, and that sort of position. To finish 5th isn't that bad. I always knew we could do it, but we could also have finished in 3rd or 2nd pretty comfortably, I think, as well. Having just been, 9 points off 3rd, and then 14 points off 2nd. There's a lot of opportunities where we could have got a lot more points during the season. This is the rest of the league table for those that are interested as well. This is how the season finishes. Hull City, Rotherham and Bolton getting relegated there, but on the points tally, which isn't actually that bad. But there you go. Alioski's out for 2 months, I think. What's happened here then? Yeah, 2 months, broken toe. You could play with a broken toe. There's a lot of players that have broken toes. Troy Deeney broke a toe, and he was playing the last few games. Just get an injection, you're fine to play. Why is he out for 2 months because of a broken toe? Not realistic at all. You just inject him or something and get him playing again. So he won't be back until next season. Disappointing. Pascal goes with 74 overall this week. That's good to see. Pearce not far away from 71 as well. It's also nice to see him continue his growth. Okay, so we've got a little bit of time actually, and I've forgotten it's a 2-leg thing, isn't it? Damn, I forgot about that. Oh, okay. That's not good. Even more games for us to play. Okay, so because I'd not realised that the game against Derby in the semi-final is a 2-leg thing, I'd forgotten about that. I thought it was just 1 game that you played, but it's 2 legs, so we'll play the playoffs next episode, and we've got 2 legs to play against Derby, and then if we do get through, then obviously we'll have the final to play as well. So we'll have to wait and see exactly how we get on. But that will be everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate your support on this series so far. Hopefully we can find ourselves a way into the Premier League through the playoffs. If we could try and hit 75 likes on today's episode, that'd be really good. Also, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.